want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's what a bunch of young kings marching sounds like. A bunch of dreamers with their fist up, trigger happy, aiming high, we never give up. When we fall, it's cause we stood for what we came for. I guess it's time a brother finally took the chains off. Imagine when my bars grow up, I be sunning all the niggas that I saw blow up. Hope they fall like Willie Beeman and they all throw up, cause I'm sure in 20 seconds they will all know us. Victory, baby, can you see it? Are you with me? They calling me a preacher, I guess that makes you Whitney. If Denzel comes, then this moment won't be empty. I swear tonight's a movie, at the end I'm gon' miss me. Credits, let them all roll, what an honor. I planted my dream, every future needs a farmer. Tonight I'm getting lifted with you bitches, no karma. I even run sentences, nigga, what a problem. And here's to all the unbelievers. You know the ones that don't believe us. Baby, play it for your ex too. And all the kids around my table yelling F you. Yeah, cause I'm sure we gon' make it.
What's up, guys? It's Oshy, aka Oshy, and Oshy is sick. Last week I was saying I wasn't feeling well, but this week I left my window open, and it rained / snowed during the winter. It's winter here, and well, I definitely caught a cold. I got kind of like the kind of sinuses hurting up in your nose. I got the fever. I definitely got a headache sometimes. But yeah, and I got the kind of like, you know, that kind of like, it feels like something's on the top of your throat. I got all of that. But I've been laying in bed all day, and it's about 7 or 8 o'clock now here in Eastern Canada, and I finally feel good enough to get up and kind of do things. And I wanted to be productive, because always keeping busy and stuff like that will always make you feel better, and this makes me feel better. Commentary, gameplay, editing, playing video games, etc. all make me feel better. And I've been watching a lot of videos today, and I actually had a surprising video I came across a surprising video. It was actually the IFNV after the patch. So apparently a patch came out. Now, I did not know that a patch came out. I've been playing Skyrim and Halo a lot. More so Skyrim. And I plan on playing more Skyrim. But I have a lot of gameplays from Battlefield 3 and pre-patch gameplay, that is. So this is IFNV gameplay. Pre-patch. This isn't after the patch, so this is pre-patch IFNV gameplay. This is before the patch went out. It's not nerfed in this video, etc. So don't get all upset. But I am using the IFNV what I think is a responsible way. This is the way that in most cases I use the IFNV. In most cases I used it on dark maps. I don't remember ever using the IFNV on any other map actually other than Tehran Highway. I think I used it on Demavan Peak Conquest once just because everything's situated in that tunnel. And people like to hide in the darkness and stuff like that, so I pop out the IFNV, and that's really what it comes down to. The IFNV has its uses. Now, I know there are some basic things that, you know, DICE really should have paid attention to. One, I think the IFNV shouldn't have been used in daylight. So I think that in daylight it should be almost useless. I think in daylight it should be almost useless. It should be ridiculous. I think the one times is okay. I don't think it should be focused in anymore. But I do think at a certain range the effectiveness of the thermal should wear off. I also think body armor, helmets, that kind of stuff, gear should affect the thermal. I also believe that the dust and everything on the ground should affect the thermal. Not so much as it has in the patch. Definitely not. But those are all the things that I think would have fixed the thermal. Right now, it's ridiculously useless. I've been looking at videos all morning of it, and I was like, that is not acceptable. It's useless. There's literally a sandstorm going on inside that scope. that makes it just stupid to use. Usually, as you can see in here, I can see the surroundings beside me. I can see there's a pillar there in front of them. I know that there's a building behind them. I know that I'm beside a pillar and that there's to the left another structure, compound, or whatever. With the IFNV now, it's a sandstorm. You have sensory deprivation. Really, they put sensory deprivation inside the thing. When really all they need to do is take away your HUD while you're inside the scope. So you see how I'm inside the scope? Everything's green and black. What they need to do is take away your map, take away your squad, take away your ammo, take away your health. Take it all away. All of it away. Take away, leave the conquest points, the MCOM points, that kind of stuff. See how it says that's grotesque, and who's the other guy? I don't know his name. I don't even know who that guy is. Why is he in my squad? I don't know who that guy is. Sorry, the guy that starts with D. You know, take all those names away so that when you're in thermal or IFNV, you might somehow you have to look at the person you're shooting at, basically. And that would work in CQB situations where if if a couple guys are coming up the hallway and you got your teammates camp in the hallway with you or whatever, and you accidentally shoot the wrong guy because you're using an IFNV, because I think the IFNV should be kind of like a hardcore scope, a kind of advanced user scope. They put all those things into there, and it makes it much harder to use. I think that's what they should have done. They should have deterred those people that just wanted to use it in CQB and everything like that, instead of just making it completely useless so people wouldn't use it. Because right now, you might as well just strap on a holographic, and that's about it. I mean, there's no point in using the IFNV right now. A lot of people might be cheering that on, but then people like me who here, I'm using an M16A3, I'm using it on semi-automatic and burst fire, I'm using a bipod to make sure my shots are steady at long range, I'm using a flash suppressor so they don't see the flash. I should have used a silencer in closer quarters, coming up near the flags and stuff like that, just because you don't want to be seen on the map or anything like that. And flash suppressor just keeps you off. They don't see the muzzle flash, but you'll still pop up on the radar, as far as I know. I'm staying away from the flags. I'm not playing the objective too hard, but I'm definitely covering my team. I'm covering places I think the enemy might be coming from, that kind of stuff. In a way, I'm helping my team out, but I'm playing a role that I love to fill on this map, is just basically be a support character. But people will just basically, like, every day, almost all the time, I'd get a message once or twice, I think, when I've used IFNV, IFNV fag. Like, even though I'm using it responsibly here, it's not strapped to an M60 and I'm running up and down the map, camping them at A or something, inside the building. That's not me. That's not what I'm doing. I'm using it responsibly. They should have basically somehow developed and fixed the IFNV around that kind of role, the kind of role that I'm playing in this game. And that would have fixed the IFNV, I think, a lot better than it is right now. Hopefully, they do fix the IFNV, and I have absolutely no problems with the flashlight being nerfed to shit. I'm not too sure how bad it is. I've only seen it once or twice in the videos, but I heard also that it was worse on PC, which doesn't make sense to me. But apparently it was worse on console, and it was better on PC. It wasn't as powerful on PC or something like that. I don't know if there's any truth to that or anything like that. I don't have a PC version of the game or a PC to run it, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Really, I think all those people that were constantly bitching about the IFNV should be ashamed of themselves. Demise didn't even know what to do when it came to redoing the scope. If you don't know who Demise is, he's actually the David Vonderhaar of Battlefield. So when it comes to Call of Duty, David Vonderhaar, he works for Treyarch. He's not a community manager, he's one of the lead developers and stuff like that. So Demise is a lead developer, and specifically he's also the lead developer when it comes to infantry, weapon balancing, all those things. So this is right up his alley. So he's on Twitter, and he's usually talking about all sorts of things, but he specifically asked about the IFNV. And he said they didn't know what they were going to do with it. They had no idea what they were going to do with the IFNV. And I looked at that, and I looked at it twice, and I looked at it a third time, and I'm like, did the developer just say that he didn't know what he was going to do with it at all? And that's when the first patch came out, where it was like basically nothing was in it for consoles. So I was really shocked by that, by how he said that. So now I think it was almost irresponsible to even change the IFNV, because that was a week ago. He basically came up, or they came up with something for the IFNV within a week without knowing what they're gonna do to it. So it feels like they just nerfed the shit out of it just for the sake of nerfing the shit out of it. You know how people are like, oh, they just pulled, you know, the multiplayer numbers out of their ass. They literally pulled numbers out of their ass of how badly they wanted percentage-wise to nerf the IFNV. That's how I feel. I think it's complete garbage now, and I think it demise. You know, he's a great developer. He's been with DICE for a very long time. BF2, I think even longer than that, and he's been in all the games prior to that and afterwards. But yeah, when it comes to IFNV, I think he made a poor decision there. I think they really need to take a look at it again. Maybe try to develop and redo that scope around a certain role. Maybe take it away from certain guns. You know, not every gun should have every attachment in the game. You know, it's the same thing with extended mags and extended clips. You know, in Call of Duty you can have it on anything. In real life you can have it on anything, but when it comes down to it, gameplay is key before realism. And that's one thing they should have focused on with the IFNV. They should have took it away from submachine guns. They should have took it away from sniper rifles. They should have took it away from support completely, and they should have kept it on maybe the medic class, maybe some of the engineer rifles, that kind of stuff, and just kept it like that. I think it would have worked out a lot better. But yeah, that's basically how I wanted to talk about the IFNV, and I kind of carried away ranty there. And I totally forgot to mention that I'm using the Dean's List. Unbelievable. I totally screwed that up. I'm using the Dean's List's music, and this is a song that they had on NCM Official, and I just came across it actually. I was looking up some of their music. I downloaded their mixtape and everything like that. You can go into the description, download their mixtape, check out their Facebook, their Twitter, their everything, their YouTube. They have a bunch of music videos. They're really talented guys, and I enjoy their music a lot. If you could go check them out, I would appreciate it, because I'm very grateful that artists out there like this let me use their music, and NCM, who gather artists together and let me use their music. You know, Ted Hunter and everything like that, they're all very grateful that, you know, their service is out like that. You know, helps artists out, everything like that. I wish there was something like that for me. I know there's a lot of kind of collaboration channels out there. I actually have one that's contacted me, but it looks like they just fell apart and split or something. I don't know. There's lots of drama surrounding things like that. A little update on the giveaway for the Halo Reach and everything like that, for the Halo pack that I'm going to give away. That's going to be later in the week. I don't know when that video is exactly going to come, but it's also going to be coupled with a big announcement for the channel. Big announcement. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm really excited to actually announce it, because it's going to dispel some things, and hopefully people will understand a little bit where this channel is headed, and what exactly I want to do with it. So this is basically the commentary. I don't really have much else to say. Again, I'm sick, I have a fever, I have a headache, all those sorts of things. So coming up with things... Wait, I think this is the part where I go absolute bonkers in game. I was screaming like crazy at Mukula, who's again a really great player. If you want to play with him, I just add him, give him a message. But yeah, look at this. He killed the first guy. He fucking he fucking paddled the second guy, and then someone spawns off him, kill him, then someone spawned off him. Just just irritating as hell. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the commentary, guys. Checked out the channel. I put up 2 videos during the night that I'm checking, like, kind of like when's the best time to upload, but at the same time trying to be fair to other people that are out in the world, not just East Coast Canada, or East Coast North America, I should say. So I put up 2 videos during the night, one at 3 o'clock in the morning and one a little bit before that, around 12. The sub count on those inexistent, they don't exist. So go check out my channel. You can click up here in the left, you'll see Oshy. Just click Oshy, it'll bring you to my channel, and you can see 2 of my well, you can see all my videos there, but the 2 latest ones that I've uploaded. I got a Skyrim video, also one that shows the new updated Xbox dashboard if you're a PS3 fanboy or a PC fanboy and you want to check it out, see what's new with the Xbox. Maybe it's time to pick up an Xbox, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good things with Xbox, you know. No hate towards PC or PS3 or PC. You know, if I had the money for a PC, I'd buy one. And if you know, later on, I'm still thinking about picking up a PS3 just for the games, single player games and exclusive titles that PS3 have. Things like Uncharted and God of War and stuff like that. Things I just want to experience that are great games. But yeah, that's the commentary. Check out the Dean's List. They're up in the right there. I'm up in the left. Click it. Make sure you check out the channel and everything in there. I'd appreciate if you left a comment telling me how you felt about the IFNV pre-patch and now after patch. I want to see how much of you guys that actually use the scope responsibly are affected by it. I mean, there was useful ways to use this scope, legitimate ways. So yeah, check out the channels, check out mine especially. I'll see you guys later.
Unbelievers. Baby, play it for your ex too, and all the kids around my table yelling F you. Cause I'm sure we gon' make it. If we don't, it's not too bad. I'll probably die from being wasted. Don't you worry about a thing. I'ma live before I die, walk around like I'm a king. Even if I'm not though, even if I'm not though, I'll probably make it stop, y'all. Even if I'm not though, even if I'm not though, I'll probably make it. Don't you worry about a thing. I'ma live before I die, walk around like I'm a king. Even if I'm not though, even if I'm not though, I'll probably make it stop, y'all. Even if I'm not though, even if I'm not though, I'll probably make it